And a foul in a really good position here for a first touch might allow them to put some pressure on the home side.
No, absolutely. You can hear the coach from First Touch just giving a couple more instructions to the ladies to make sure that it's Lo Tlauku there, the coach of the First Touch ladies. It's a long one out.
Yeah, it's long out. We can hear the coach's instructions on this near side here, word for word. We'll try and keep you in touches just outside the box. It needed a little bit more legs, did that ball. Unfortunately, not quite making it into the zone that the First Touch ladies would have wanted it to. But now UCT, now we can see what they can do on the ball. Just threading it into the middle of the park, looking for some space out wide. And it's really good here. Ginger feet. Playing it forward into really good space, and now they've got an opportunity to attack down this right-hand flank. And once again, really strong are the defense of the First Touch ladies. And good signs early on here for the University of Cape Town.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant there in midfield to just obviously try and draw more players in and just release her right back into that space. But Boitumelo Senoa up to the task from a defensive point of view. Falling back really nicely.
Now they've got the task of having to try and get themselves out of this defensive position. UCT more than happy to allow a first touch to come at them, as unfortunately Sanoa can't keep that one inside the field of play.
Yeah, Sanoa seems pretty crucial for this first touch side. I've gone down this channel twice now.
Yeah, it looks to be something they really look to do. Sanoa in quite a high position. She might be playing in the left mid. We'll have a little look at that as the formation becomes a little bit more obvious to us as first touch. Just getting nice and high into the box, and across it goes, and guess who it is? Sanoa puts it on the left boot, but unfortunately can't quite manage to get that one on target. Has it taken a deflection? It hasn't quite. That left boot not coming into play. But Sanoa, she's been a real threat early on in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she finds herself in a very nice place here, just out inside the box. She'll be disappointed with that effort. I think maybe too much time and too much thoughts going on in her brain there.
Yeah, indeed, as we see now, Tebe just trying to apply some pressure now is the number 14 for first touch. As it goes through Tabani. All the way out into the middle of the park for Nzepeza. And just starting to find some rhythm at the moment. UCT need a little bit more of the possession, but it's all first touch at the moment, but they need to convert it into something that they can use here.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a bit more ball retention required from the home side.
In the middle of the park now, just trying to fight it out of both of these two sides. They're finding it hard to come out of the defense. They've been defensively strong, have both of these two teams. Unfortunately, haven't tested the goalkeepers, have either of the two strikers. Sides that are averaging just a touch under 1 goal a game here. So we can expect something along the region of 1-1 in this encounter. Of course, we want goals as first touch. Trying to go forward. That's a lovely ball up to the top of the box. But once again, defended really well. And starting to become a problem is Khomolemo Tebe, the number 14 for first touch.
No brilliant counter there to steal the ball in midfield. And but rushed, obviously, first touch, trying to find that first goal.
Offside is the call there. Just finds herself in an advanced position. And I'll tell you what, UCT just absorbing the pressure at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Goalkeeper now getting involved. First save of the game, yet it was offside. But long, great throw ball. Ball in there. Throw in from Sanoa.
In the middle of the park. They need to get the ball away from the yellow shirts here. do UCT. That's a good ball, just trying to thread it through. But read like a book there from Tabana. And now they've got an opportunity to go forward. And the game just starting to really open up a little bit here. It was the shot there from the midfield. Unfortunately, not on target. It was a little bit optimistic. I think she's been watching some FA Premier League. Probably saw that Soboslai goal and thought that she might be able to emulate.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the beauty of it all, isn't it? That able to watch some top-flight football. And so blessed to have such technology that we're able to watch football from all around the world through the likes of AR Sports and Super Sport, basically based here at home.
Yeah, of course, is looking to get ball. That's a really well-threaded ball, but it's read absolutely beautiful. It looks like Nzapeza who manages to get herself across and clears her lines, but UCT have really looked like a threat. That midfield for the ladies in blue has been something special, and that's exactly what they might need in this game. Something special from one of their players to try and get themselves onto the scoreboard. As I said, just averaging a touch under 1 goal a game are both of these two sides. As we see good strength in midfield, and that's a big tackle. And now UCT have an opportunity to try and pin the first touch ladies a little bit further back in defence.
Yeah, high risk, high reward there in midfield. Obviously try and allow some of her players to get back and give them a fair, decent opportunity to defend this one.
Oh, here we go, just above the box. It will be fed in by Andrews. Trying to find a blue shirt. Unfortunately, only manages to find yellow. But now an opportunity for UCT. Defending really strong at the moment are the ladies all the way from up north. Now they've got an opportunity to try their best and launch a counter-attack, but just not managing to bring that one to feet.
Yeah, some lovely turns and skills in midfield there.
Takes it quickly, trying to find a little bit of space in the middle of the park. Only manages to find a bustling defender, and that's a good turnover in midfield for UCT, who haven't had a majority of possession in this game. But they'll be looking to turn that around. Of course, the side sitting 10th on the log at the moment will be looking to get further and further away from first touch. Sitting 12th, 4 points are clear on the side from Cape Town.
Yeah, you mentioned possession earlier. Obviously, first touch having the upper hand on that particular side of things. It's 10 minutes into the game now. Obviously, they felt each other out a bit. And it'll be interesting to see now how they settle.
Yeah, indeed. And the strikers will be looking to get a little bit more into the action here. It's been dominated by midfield and defenders at the moment, has this game. And there you can hear the coach shout, belting out instructions from the sideline. Vocal in these endeavours, of course, as first touch look to clear their lines.
Yeah, they're absorbing the pressure at the moment. Just easing their way out and trying to find that nice long ball, maybe into midfield.
Once again, in midfield. Just trying to find a way forward. Boots it forward, and it might have been a potential foot race, but just identifying that the goalkeeper had made her presence big in that situation does Tara Houst. Occupying the midfield is the number 7. And she'll be looking to get onto the ball a little bit more. This is a good ball, or a good opportunity rather, into space and takes the shot. It's come off a hand there, but ball to hand is the call from the referee. As once again, in space, asks for the offside, and over the top she goes. First touch will have to be really careful as UCT start to find some momentum, and the first a real threat at goal there from the home side.
Yeah, absolutely decent effort. She'll be disappointed with that one. Just imitating Andre Pollard from earlier this morning, but keeper I think had that one covered.
Yeah, goalkeeper Mulibana would have said that she had that one under control. Suppose we'll never know. First real shot at goal there. And UCT, albeit haven't had too much of the possession, do look like the better side at the moment. They've been trying to thread it in behind the defences of a First Touch. They've done so successfully, and have a look at that turn. Manages to beat a couple. And last-ditch defending and a corner here, rather, to UCT. But they're really starting to turn on the afterburners.
Oh, certainly. It's a brilliant turn, obviously, to launch that piece of attack there. Couple just standing outside the box for UCT.
What can they do here? They got numbers in the box. They got 6 in the box at the moment. One right at the top who's been marked like a hawk. In it goes, and this is a threatening ball to the far post. But unfortunately can't quite steer that one at goal. And they'll get a goal kick. But all of a sudden the momentum shifting to the home side.
Yeah, it's a brilliant corner they executed. Obviously unfortunate that that one didn't go at the back of the net, but good length, good height, good speed on that.
Yeah, indeed, and just getting enough dip to go up and over the 6-yard box. Unfortunately not managing to steer that one towards goal. Mulibana would have been in a little bit of trouble there had the shot been a little bit better. As you can see, her directing traffic. On the head it goes. UCT once again finding spaces in behind the defense of the First Touch Football Club. But staying strong are the ladies here in yellow.
Certainly, I wonder if a First Touch knew that UCT would be pressing high. We saw earlier keeper putting the ball down to obviously try and outlet and distribute with a back 4, make it a 5, and they chose for the long ball option that UCT were pressing really nicely.
Yeah, doing well to absorb the pressure of both of these sides at the moment. Just making sure that momentum doesn't shift against them as they try their best to get the first goal onto the scoreboard as Muliban. She's got it on the feet. She'll be put under a little bit of pressure, but manages to knock that one into the middle of the park. Stolen, deciding to go long. It's a foot race now. And staying nice and strong at the back there. Makes it easy for Jessica Williams. Will take her time. And more than happy. You can hear Coach Tlako just underneath us there, barking out instructions to her players. And this is going to be trouble, but really up to the task there is Mulibana. As First Touch look to launch an attack of their own here. It's Tebe who seems to be playing in that left forward position, the number 14, creating some trouble in the midfield as well.
Yeah, very good effort there from Mulibana to just obviously step out and clear that ball out. Throwing it back into midfield will allow First Touch to at least maybe regain a bit of possession and look to rebuild again.
Looking for the long ball here is Nzapesa rather. All the way up. This is a lovely ball. Manages to get some head onto that one. Does the UCT defense. And they'll retain possession, will First Touch.
Got some good sportsmanship and camaraderie coming through there in the midfield. It's a little bit of a niggle there. But a tap on the back to say, just keep going.
Well, and that's exactly what they need to keep doing. 30 minutes left in this half. 0-0 is the score here in the Hollywoodbets Super League. Two sides who aren't scared of a draw. 7 draws for First Touch and 5 for the UCT ladies. They'll be hoping that this one doesn't end in a draw. One of these two sides will be looking for the victory. UCT, who have managed 7 of those, will be the favourites for today. But of course, First Touch have had a majority of the possession. As that one, nice and short, a little bit of a shove in the back. Referee says play on. As UCT looking to thread it forward once again. And the foot race will be won by Sanoa that time round. She's got real gas as the number 13. Takes the throw in and manages to find Tabana. All the way back to Mulibana. Zapes. Playing it nicely. Jazzy out on the right-hand side. Hasn't got too much of the ball this time round. She's right in the action. It's really good skills. Let's have a look at this. Top flight football here between these two sides. Number 10 and 12 on the log at the moment. They just need to try and get the ball into the back of the net.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all that is so crucial about winning any form of game or sport, rather. Is the team that scores the most goals will definitely win that.
And just directing traffic at the back here at the moment, trying to fill the spaces, man-to-man off first touch. Seems to be working for them. However, UCT, they have managed to find a few of those gaps. They've managed to thread it in behind the defenses every now and then, have the ladies in blue and white. And now they'll be looking to get one up and over the defensive line. Long ball up to the top of the box and gets ahead onto that one. It's a good tussle and tries for the roundhouse. But unfortunately an injury at the top of the box. And UCT really are looking good at the moment.
Yeah, absolute brilliant effort from the home side to throw that ball just outside the box. And there was a contest in the air, but I think a bit of a head clash there. I hope the medical practitioners will attend to her and she'll be fine there. But very good effort. Some lovely football being played over the past 20 minutes odd. Good ball retention, good ball movement, particularly from the ladies from up north. The likes of Asanoa in this left back position. Disguising as a left mid, which has been quite interesting to see. She's got gas, you mentioned earlier. And it'll be interesting to see what form of distribution first touch decide to go here. Keeper just making it a 5 at the back. Obviously, them playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. Looking for the long ball.
All the way up to the halfway line it goes, and it's a lovely win there. She smoked it all the way back to Mulibana, who'll be looking to distribute. The press is getting a little bit higher here from UCT. As we get halfway through the first half, 0-0 is the score between these two sides. UCT up against First Touch Football Club ladies. Number 10 plays number 12 on the log. As a story of two tales, First Touch trying to close the gap, the 4-point gap on UCT. UCT trying to turn it into a 7-point gap and get further away from that dreaded relegation zone. Tries the touch. Lovely sound of the football and just leaves a lazy left foot in that one. Play on, says the referee. Under advantage. Just trying to get some go-forward ball now, or UCT, and we've seen them do that so often in this first half. Just trying to get it in behind the defense of First Touch ladies. First Touch deciding to keep it onto the foot a little bit more. Playing feet to feet and a little bit of skill at the back there. She's going to have to be careful. She's under a little bit of pressure, but does well to deal with the pressure.
Yeah, lovely passage of play there from both sides. Lovely skills, as you mentioned. Lovely sound from the football. It's just amazing to see the level of skill that these ladies possess. The turns, the skills, the accuracy in what they do.
Lovely touch into the middle of the park. There's a little bit of space, and once again you can just see there UCT just trying to get in behind the First Touch defense. Doesn't always work. They might want to try and keep the ball on the foot a little bit longer. But of course, it's the style of play that's worked for them this season, and that's what they'll carry on trying to do. Coach Ahmed Parker, of course, looking to instill his game play on this game. That's trying to get it into the speedsters. There you can see a show of speed there from UCT, trying to beat the defender on the right-hand side in Jazzy. Into the box, tries to put it onto the head, but Sanoa will deal with it amply. Good strength once again, just being shown at the back here. Some composure from the defense of UCT, who haven't been called into action too often in this game. But they have dealt with it really well.
Yeah, some great composure there in midfield. Obviously, some rush play, throwing their bodies on the line, and referee picking that one up. But they'll have an opportunity here to throw a nice long ball in. We've seen what they can do under the high ball, particularly just outside the box. So it'll be interesting to see how many numbers they commit this time around.
Williams boots it long. That's a real good boot on her. Only manages to find a defender in yellow, as First Touch Ladies now with an opportunity. Turns her. 3v2, gets past the defender, and now they're in a good position. And I'll tell you what, penalty awarded. The First Touch Ladies managed to catch them on the counter-attack. And absolutely no other option there for defender Yannicka Andrews, who takes the attacker to ground. And First Touch, who I would have thought were chasing this game a little bit, find themselves with a penalty 24 minutes in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, brilliant counter from the First Touch Ladies. Just obviously that long ball coming in on the side of the line. A brilliant first touch to obviously tip that one past the defender, and it was a foot race. And First Touch coming out top of that one. I'll be interested to see who steps up for this one.
Well, indeed it will, and I'll get a number for you in a second. Meanwhile, it will be Jessica Williams rather. Yannicka Andrews was the one who gave away the penalty. Jessica Williams will be looking to keep this one out. Opportunity now for First Touch to get themselves ahead in this game and score their 19th goal of the competition. This time coming from the spot. There goes the whistle. Off the post, and can you believe it? It was a really good effort, but unfortunately doesn't manage to stay on the inside of the upright. And First Touch will be ruining that opportunity that goes a-begging.
Tell you what, Williams did down the right way there, but well-struck penalty just to hit that woodwork. And my, oh my, Manny. I'm still in disbelief for that one.
Well, it's the captain and leading goal scorer, Jeanette Fisher, who you would have thought would put that one into the back of the net after scoring 5 goals already in this competition. None of them coming from penalties, all from open play. And she could have made it her 6th, but unfortunately off the upright. Some lovely skill there from Humule Motebe. Well, the skipper Fisher will be really disappointed by that.
Coach Sako again, loud in his instruction and command of his ladies.
Nil-nil, the score remains. A penalty to First Touch goes a-begging from the skipper, Jessica Williams, managing to retain a clean sheet in this game so far with 20 minutes, just under 20 minutes to go in this half. And will First Touch be made to pay for that one? They average 1 goal a game, and that might have just been the golden opportunity they would have wanted. UCT only conceding 29 goals in this competition, so they are susceptible at the back, averaging just a touch over 1.5 goals a game. Can they keep a clean sheet? Weirdly enough, First Touch have the better defensive record, only conceding the 22 goals in the 20 games that they've played so far.
Yeah, they'll still be disappointed at that one, that penalty. Beautifully struck though. You could feel the pace and you could hear the pace of that one as it hit the crossbar.
Massive throw that. Just fouled on that far side, and it's a good opportunity now. Of course, Jeanette Fisher, she's managed to score 5 goals from open play in her 19 matches, and she'll be looking to add to her tally here and hopefully pay back what she owes to her team here. Of course, it's never easy taking a penalty. As that one fed into the box, and has that come off a hand? No, says the referee. Another possible shout for a penalty, but ball to hand is the call there. As first touch. Managing to beat a player. And I'll tell you what, this game really anyone's game here at the moment.
Yeah, widely stretched our first touch. You can see in the setup in terms of the press. Big boot.
A little bit of ping pong as ball still in the air, trying to regain a bit of possession of both of these two sides. Back it goes to Williams. Williams tries to clear her lines. Does well to retain possession.
Yeah, good effort from first touch there, just in terms of pressing and applying pressure on Williams to obviously try and force a mistake or force the error, particularly high up.
Yeah, indeed, as we see ball trying to be won there from Galant, the number 11. Seen a little bit of her in this game. She'll be looking to create an impact with the right midfielder.
Well, she's been quite instrumental as Galant. Just wondering if she's related to Warren Galant, the Springbok player.
Well, you never know. Wouldn't be surprised if it was a sporting family, I'll tell you that. Was the assistant coach that we can hear? I thought it was Tlaku on the far side. Seemingly it's the assistant coach who's very vocal in this game. There you can see him shouting out instructions. Love to see it. Long ball into the middle of the park. It's dealt with there by Jordan. Manages to get ahead onto that one, and there you can see once again it's really physical game this at the moment.
The assistant coach reminds me a bit of Pizzo Musimani with that shaved head.
Yeah, Pizzo vocal as well, shouting, not scared to shout out instructions as the former South African coach, as well as the former Sundowns coach, let it be said. Applying his trade in Abu Dhabi, if I'm not mistaken, at the moment. As on the ball there. That's a little break and play here. As these two sides looking to get the better of each other in this encounter. Penalty miss there from Jeanette Fisher could be the difference, and I think there might be a little bit of a problem here for Jessica Williams. You can see the medic making their way onto the park. So far, 0-0 in this game. Some really good opportunities from UCT, but the best opportunity coming from the first touch skipper from the penalty. She did so well to win the penalty, decided to take it herself, and unfortunately not managing to convert.
Yeah, I shall be pretty upset about that one. Slightly disappointed, as we mentioned earlier. She's been the top goal scorer for the season thus far, is Fisher. Some medical attention there being applied.
Yeah, well, of course, Jessica Williams can't be treated off the field. That's the one player who needs to get attention on the field, unfortunately, the goalkeeper. And she looks like she'll walk it off. Just getting her shoe tied. There might have been some impact while she tried to clear her lines just outside the 6-yard area, but she seems to have walked it off.
Yeah, all good. You can see there just one more little niggle stretch, and play will get underway.
Yannicka Andrews will send this one upfield. Doesn't quite manage to find a teammate in blue. That's first touch. Trying to launch the attack, beats a defender, and unfortunately just doesn't have enough space on that far side. As UCT try and get their first real opportunity of the day. A couple of shots that have gone a-begging, but they haven't managed to test Mulibana yet in this game. Will be more than happy, the number 32, if she can maintain a clean sheet in this encounter and let her strikers do the talking.
Yeah, I think we've seen one other thing that's quite noticeable is both sides attacking down the left-hand side, particularly the left back and left mids, just giving them opportunity to play back into midfield over that.
Bounce of the ball as Fisher tries to get onto the end of that one. There's plenty of space out on the right-hand side, and in the 18-yard area once again are the first touch ladies, but good strength being shown on that far side.
Yeah, it was a hustle and tussle there, but UCT coming on strong on that one.
Yeah, good physicality. This first touch, launch one into the box. Good header. They'll have to do it again here.
Can see a bit of isolation just outside the box. This will be a training move.
In it goes. A really good ball, and this time round they'll have the corner. An opportunity once again to try and find their sniper in Jeanette Fisher, the skipper. You can see her lurking around that 6-yard area. She owes her team a goal here. Loving the running commentary here from the sideliners. First touch into the box. That's a lethal ball onto her head, but unfortunately doesn't quite manage to direct that one towards the face of goal of Jessica Williams.
Yeah, well positioned was Williams there to sort of deal with any type of danger that a first touch may try and threat.
Good composure there from Yannicka Andrews. She gave away the penalty a little bit earlier on. Didn't cost her side anything. And she'll be looking to maintain a clean sheet with her defenders in this game as Galant. Good touch, a little bit of a heavy touch. She's dispossessed, and now Fisher manages to offload that one into the middle of the park. All the way up, it's a foot race now. And problems here for first touch. You do really well just to ask the UCT ladies to go all the way back into the middle of the park. And that ball that time round from Norris just doesn't manage to find a UCT player.
Yeah, good transition of play there. Obviously trying to switch sides and change the angle of attack. But lovely tackle there from Sanoa earlier.
In midfield now with Mokhadinyane, number 15, who's played so well in the middle of the park. She's controlled the midfield for the first touch ladies in that defensive midfield role. Just protecting her two centre backs and making sure that they've got good go forward ball here. As UCT once again trying to get it in behind Nzepeza as well as Tabane. Andrews finds a little bit of space, and I'll tell you what, once again you can just see that ball trying to get in behind there for Nabila Galant.
You can see Galant going there, just asking that that ball comes around on the other side behind the defender. That's particularly Sanoa there, knowing that on the foot race she's got the upper hand.
On the head, Galant brings it down, and she'll win her side a free kick there. It looks like Mokhadinyane who gives that one away. Good position this, and we've seen of Yannicka Andrews. She does have the ability to get that one just inside the box there and create a little bit of trouble for the defense, which is exactly what she tries to do. And just a little bit too much, and shot is on. And a clearance off the line. It's a lovely save there from Mulibana. But good presence of mind there from the defense to clear it off their lines. And UCT once again creating some trouble in behind the defense of the First Touch ladies, who they themselves now have possession. Trying to find Khumule Motebe. And there might be a call for offside, I think. Good passage of play.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a brilliant opportunity there for the home side. Beautifully struck as well, but another top save there from the goalkeeper from up north is Mulibana. And a brilliant save off the line.
In the middle of the park, trying to put UCT under pressure, but lovely composure there at the back. And as I say that, she misses out. Loses out rather on possession as Mokharinyana once again. So much control in the middle of the park. There's a player down for UCT, but they were looking to get good go forward ball.
Yeah, it was a strong tackle there in midfield. Some great passage of play because First Touch managed to change that defensive effort into an attacking play, but ruled offside by the linesman. Oh, she gets medical attention. The First Touch ladies will organise here at the back. Obviously go man to man. They know how much of a threat UCT can be on these throw-ins.
Yeah, indeed, both of these sides utilising this throw-in really well. Now is UCT. Down the left-hand side, have they managed to open up a little bit of space? Just being forced to go backwards once again, and you can see the frustration just starting to creep into the home side.
Yeah, once in the red zone, they'll be thinking about that goal.
Into the middle of the park in UCT. 5 more minutes of normal time left in this half. Can one of these two sides manage to get themselves onto the scoreboard? We've seen plenty of opportunities for both of the sides. More opportunities going in the direction of UCT. But of course, that penalty awarded earlier on in this half to Jeanette Fisher, coming off the left-hand upright, might go on to cost her charges. Of course, there's still plenty of footy to be played here as UCT looking to drive forward once again, and have a look at the pace. This is something they've shown all game. Lovely 1-2, and the touch a little bit too heavy, but might have just been ruled offside. But that's what UCT can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Great burst of pace down that left-hand side. And that little 1-2, I thought they could have been in for something more creative there. But great, brilliant passage of play nonetheless. A risky pass there into midfield, but the ladies from up north have it covered.
Indeed, not scared to throw it into the middle of the park with the likes of Mokharinyana in the middle of the park there, the number 15, as well as Nkhope. Goal scorer is the right midfielder. She's managed to score herself 2 goals in this competition, only the 4 games for her side. So definitely knows her way around the back of a net. Hasn't had the opportunity today to try and add to that tally. As once again, under a little bit of pressure is Nzapesa. They've dealt with it well so far, have the ladies here from First Touch. UCT haven't been scared of an aerial threat. They've tried to get it in behind the defense, as this is a lovely ball onto the penalty spot. Manages to take the shot. A fantastic opportunity. Deflection off the defense of First Touch. And UCT trying to go into the half-time break. 1-0 in the clear.
Yeah, brilliant defensive piece of play there from Sanoa. I think Mulibano was beaten at this time around. But that deflection of Boitumelo Sanoa keeps the hopes of First Touch alive here. We saw in that first corner that UCT had. She bent it like Beckham. It'll be interesting to see this time around.
They go up the hand. Still not sure what that means in the game of football. As an opportunity here, lands with a UCT attacker. But unfortunately not quite managing to get it forward. And the attempt at the first time hit there. Unsuccessful. As First Touch. Oh, they've lost it in the box. The shot is on. And just pushes it out wide to the left-hand side of the upright. And unfortunately need to do a little bit better in that situation. But brilliant work here from the home side.
Yeah, they want to keep pressing high and force those errors. She was gifted the ball in that opportunity.
Lovely clearance. Just tripping over herself. She's going to have to do well to get back up onto her feet as Captain Fisher. Lovely play there. Just doesn't manage to execute it, does Tebe. Good skill. Into the middle of the box, and they're starting to turn it on now, the Limpopo best side. And finds herself in an offside position once again. It does Fisher.
You can see Fisher's frustrated with the body language there. Great ball in from Sanoa.
Into the midfield it goes. Big challenge into the back of the attacker. But still in possession. Lovely skills. Good strength as well. That one in behind, and really good opportunity. They still under pressure here are the First Touch ladies, as UCT inside the 18 area with possession. Trying to get the ball into a good position, and up goes the defense. An opportunity to have the shot, and I'll tell you what, oh, it's rolled into the back of the net. The UCT ladies, after hammering for the last 45 minutes, managed to get their first goal in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Credit to the home side there for just keeping that pressure on and applying that pressure time and time again. And their golden opportunity has come through there, Manny. As much as that ball just rolled over the line, Mulibana will be disappointed with that one. It's again that clearance from the defender as that ball went up aerial. And we've seen how crucial the strikers and forwards from UCT have been under that high ball.
Yeah, well, they are absolutely ruthless, and they've managed to get their prize. There will be no added time here in this game as UCT manage to steal it 1-0 here at the halftime break. And Coach Ahmed Parker will be really happy. Tlaku will have a lot to say to his ladies, but don't go too far away. We'll be back in the second half for this Hollywoodbets Super League encounter between UCT and First Touch ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hollywoodbets Super League here. This encounter between UCT up against the First Touch ladies, all the way up from Limpopo. It's North playing South, number 10 playing number 12 on the log. And so far as it stands, it's the ladies from UCT who find themselves in the ascendancy as they get things underway. Straight away trying to find Nabila Khalant, who's found herself now on the left-hand side of the park. She occupied the right for the first half, and there's confirmation of the score, 1-0 to the home side, UCT, right here at the KOPANO ASTRO. And so can they keep themselves in the lead for the remainder of this game?
Yeah, I mean, crucial first half for both sides. I think lots of opportunities created. We saw the likes of Jeanette Fisher there earlier with a penalty that came off the crossbar, and UCT were just really instrumental and quite key under the high ball, forcing First Touch to make a couple of errors in that last little bit of play in the first half, and they managed to obviously break the deadlock with a ball that wasn't travelling as quick as they would have loved, but nonetheless a goal apiece it is.
In the air it is, and just playing a little bit of hacky sack with the ball there, and it will come off a hand there, unintentional from a UCT, and it will give it First Touch an opportunity to clear their lines here. They defended so well in the first half, and they'll be looking to do more or less at the same now in the second, and hopefully get themselves onto the scoreboard. As dispossessed now in the midfield, this is trouble now for First Touch. As Khalant, they work their way back. They're not scared to go back. As Ismail trying to work her way out of a tricky situation. That's exactly what she does. Ismail had a fantastic opportunity in the first half, unfortunately just pushing it out to the right hand side of the upright. Opportunity now, top of the circle. Tries to put one into the back of the net, but unfortunately doesn't get it on target, and it's appreciated from the bench and supporters alike.
Yeah, brilliant passage there in terms of beating the defender at the top of the box. Sends one left and sends one right. She'll be a bit disappointed with that execution, not finding at least the target.
Go forward ball, and they've managed to get in behind the First Touch ladies. It's 2v2 in the box. Far post it goes, but unfortunately doesn't quite manage to find a lady in blue and white. And now UCT coming into their own. It was Nabila Khalant who couldn't quite get onto the end of that one, but a really promising run. As UCT now just trying to stuff out any attack. It's taken there from Norris, and Khalant puts it onto the right boot, but can't quite get it on target.
Yeah, I think Khalant was a bit under pressure there. Obviously, defender running in and forcing her to put it off the right boot. And I don't think she connected that one as well as she would have liked. Otherwise, we would have seen a different story playing out there.
Serenity Warner trying to put some pressure. The number 20, you can see there, she's falling back. She'll want to get onto the scorecard. Well, one in the middle of the park. Good strength. Referee enjoyed it. Lovely skill. It's Homole Motebe that time round who shows her skill.
Yeah, some lovely composure there from Homolemo. Takes on 3 players and just finds the space.
Captain Robin Kutsia does the dirty work, gets that one out. No messing around, and she takes a real hit there, does the skipper. Strong are these ladies, some would say a little bit stronger than the men. She's just shook it off, doesn't need a medic. Might have hurt, but the skipper, of course, it's going to take a lot to get her off the park. Looking for a clean sheet in this encounter is Kutsia. As Williams, upfield it goes. Just trying to keep the possession a little bit, and now all of a sudden First Touch also trying to launch one or two attacks of their own.
Certainly a lovely long decent boot there on Williams to obviously just catch the ball just over the halfway line into midfield, where most of the players are currently stacked.
Slowing it down here, or First Touch, they want to get onto the scoreboard. They had a majority of the possession in the first half, but of course, what is possession without being able to put it into the back of the net? Long ball. Just inside the box. It's well defended there from UCT, who look to launch an attack of their own. It'll be UCT ball here. As you can hear, the subwoofers of the taxis absolutely belting in the background. It's a festival of football here between these two sides, as UCT looking to try and put this game away. It's loose inside the box, but no nonsense defense comes in there from the First Touch ladies.
Yeah, some lovely passage of play there. I think that loose ball was intended for Nabila. Is Nabila Galant. We've seen how instrumental she was in that first half, going down that right-hand side. Now obviously switch sides, and I think it's a decent approach to this side of the game.
Trying to get it into the box. They haven't quite managed to clear their lines here. Just being bullied a little bit in the box at the moment are the First Touch ladies, as UCT looking for some space. And they don't manage to get it. Well defended there from the ladies in yellow.
Yeah, a bit patient over the high ball there. We saw in that first half that mistake came from underneath the high ball, a forced error.
Lovely touch. They've got three up high, and that's a good ball there. It's a really good ball from the midfield. Unfortunately, not finding Captain Jeanette Fisher that time round. The sniper at the top wearing the number 28 jersey would have hoped to get that one onto her feet so she can let it rip. She strikes it cleanly. We saw from that penalty absolutely rocketing off the left-hand posters. That time round, trying to get the ball across goals, but nothing to it.
Yeah, lovely passage there, as well as some skill. You could hear the spectators giving it the old "yoo," which could only have meant that something spicy was done down that right-hand side.
Putting together a couple of passes now are the First Touch ladies, but it's well intercepted there from Ismail. Finds Galant, taken to ground, but gets ball first, does the First Touch defender. And just trying a little bit of trickery in the middle of the park there. Doesn't quite go to plan. And back in possession, and now is Jordan. Playing in the midfield. Looking for Nabila Galant once again. Going forward. This is what they would have wanted now through their skipper Fisher. Into the danger area. And on the far post there. It will be ruled offside, but a really good passage of play there. Jeanette Fisher looking to get it out to the far post for Khumulemo Tebe. Unfortunately finds herself in an illegally advanced position.
Yeah, some great piece of play and acceleration from Jeanette Fisher. Would have been nice to see her get the ball in a very crucial area. She had to do the hard work there and come around this right-hand side to obviously cross that ball in. But I think a bit of collision in that 6-yard. Looks like a keeper took a knock there as Williams. Nonetheless, all seem to be fine as they slowly getting up. Second knock for Jessica Williams, the #1 in goals for the University of Cape Town. Bit of wind coming through now. She seems all good. She'll get her gloves on now and continue with her responsibility of keeping that clean sheet. You mentioned it at the beginning of the game that she'll be quite instrumental in keeping this clean sheet out here.
Yep, they built hard of these football players. And she'll just shake that one off. Second time she's been looked at, Jessica Williams, so hopefully she can make it through the next sort of 35 minutes of this game as first touch looked to clear their lines. In a dangerous position there as Warner loses out in the middle of the park, but still in possession. Lovely work there as Kutsia finds a little bit of space. It's a foot race to the ball, but goalkeeper Mulebane up to the task. Into midfield. Trying to go forward now. Tebe tries to put that one onto the boot and into the air. She's back in position. Lovely touch. Into a good position there. But just unable to get that final touch or the first touch, ladies. Now it's an opportunity for Tebe, who goes from range. But unfortunately just doesn't have the power to beat Jessica Williams, nor does she the direction.
So wave of apologies. I think she was looking for Nonhlanhla Ngube on that cross.
Lovely skill there from Tebe. They try the 1-2, but unfortunately Mokharinyana doesn't quite manage to find a lady in yellow. It's not over yet. Still 35 minutes left in this game for the first touch ladies to get themselves back into this competition. UCT in this second half looking the better of the two sides, of course. As Fisher, the captain, trying to create something out of nothing. That's where she should have been. Just looking to go in and fetch the ball and have a look at the swagger in the middle of the park there from the midfielders. As Galant makes a run and maybe just led out to the outside where she might have wanted to go in towards goals. Galant charging forward. Nabila Galant has an opportunity now. She takes a shot on goal and tries to beat the goalkeeper, but unfortunately doesn't quite manage to get the pace and power. Free kick awarded here, and it looks like someone will be attended to once again. Jessica Williams finds herself in an uncomfortable position, and the coach might have to do something about it now. It's the third time she's gone down, so clearly in a little bit of discomfort.
Yeah, I think that knock from earlier on, that cross from Jeanette Fisher, obviously that collision at the far end of the goal might have given her even more pain. She's been very instrumental for the home side.
What do we have here? The medic makes her way back off. She's got her hands on her knees. It looks like she's going to try fight her way through this next 30 minutes. A substitute is being made on the far side, but it looks like substitute for first touch. We'll get confirmation of that substitute in a little bit. This ball up to the skipper and Fisher. Doesn't quite manage to bring that under control, and there's an opportunity for first touch. And unfortunately, just couldn't keep that one underneath her feet. And the goalkeeper, Jessica Williams, who's been down 3 times already in this game, comes to the party for her side.
Yeah, it landed very kindly. And I don't think those opportunities come twice around in a year.
Clearing her lines there is Captain Robert Kutsia. Having no other option there, Mokhadinyana, but to put that one out into touch. As Ismail. She's got the option to go backwards, which is exactly what she does to her captain in Kutsia. Onto the trusty left boot, and that's a lovely ball. But on the far side, the referee has adjudged her to be in an advanced position.
Yeah, I thought it was a brilliant sneaky run in behind the defensive first touch there. But unfortunately, a bit too much on that pace. Finds herself in an offside position, and it would have been a great opportunity for the home side.
Indeed, the home side need to put this game away. They only have the 1 goal cushion. And we've seen first touch creating a couple of opportunities of their own. It's a big tackle there just outside the center circle. Jeanette Fisher wears it well, does the skipper. But now it gives first touch an opportunity here to get the ball into the box and create some problems for the ladies in blue.
Yeah, lovely space outside the box. Doable distance in terms of getting that ball into either the box or the 6 yard. They've committed some numbers of the home side, sorry, the visiting side.
Here we go, lovely little dink. Does that create a problem? Kutsia does well to get her head onto the end of that one. Bodies flying around at the moment, but it's first touch who are in possession. Just trying to get it into the danger area. Cape Town University of Cape Town rather, trying their best to get it out of the red zone. Goodness, it's a party in Cape Town, I'll tell you that. Some spectators have made their way to the ground to have a watch here. The Hollywoodbets Super League. Between these two sides sitting 10th and 12th on the table. As it stands, UCT will extend their lead over the first touch by 7 points. But of course, it's not over till it's over.
Yeah, we've seen the home side, the visiting side rather, being having decent opportunities in their corner kicks. I always find 1 or 2 players outside the box.
Into the box it goes, and on the far post, what's happening here? A little bit of chaos, tries the shot, but just doesn't get it on target. And that may have been a golden opportunity to level out proceedings here for first touch.
Yeah, it's important and crucial to get those shots on target, Manny. We know that first touch have had a few shots at goal, but not one questioning Williams as yet.
Trying to clear her lines here does Jessica Williams. Manages actually to retain a little bit of possession in the midfield. They've done well to bring that one under control, but as I say, that first touch, getting onto it as Kutsia. Tries to clear her lines. Lovely first touch. Is she going to have a pop? Tries to thread it through. They're asking for the free kick, but unfortunately they won't get it. They haven't been scared to launch an attack here, have the first touch ladies. They just need to try and find a way to get that ball into the back of the net and level out proceedings. As UCT putting together a couple of passes in behind the defense once again, and first touch are going to have to be really careful. That's where UCT are really strong, and they've shown it over and over again in this encounter.
Yeah, they look so calm on the ball to the home side. just moving and weaving their way through that midfield, stringing a couple of crosses and obviously sending those high balls in. Now, the visiting side, it's a 4-on-3 situation.
Yeah, just trying to create those numbers gaps at the moment, or the first touch ladies, keeping the ball at feet, making sure that they try and make those runs to create those overlapping situations down the left-hand side. UCT, completely different game plan, trying to get in behind the defensive line of the first touch ladies. Soft goal that was conceded in the first half. And now first touch find themselves chasing the game. And UCT looking to defend a 1-goal lead here at the moment. As that one's clattered up into the final third. No nonsense defensive clearance comes in there from Tabana. As UCT just trying to keep the ball a little bit. There's a confirmation of the score. 1-0 to the home side at the moment in the second half. And UCT trying to get the second. As Kutsia puts it onto that trusty left boot, manages to find Nabila Khalant, who's been a little bit quiet as she tries to create a spark in this game once again.
Yeah, she's got a very great pace and burst of acceleration there.
Up into the air. Good contest. As Bashira Ismail takes the throw in quickly. Lovely connections there. Manages to find Nabila Khalant once again. And the defense of first touch has been absolutely no nonsense here in the final third. They've thrown their bodies around and they're making sure that they keep themselves in this game for as long as possible. As Ismail finds a white shirt in the box. Opportunity now, puts it on the left boot. And just out to the right-hand side of the pole. It's a really good effort there from Tara Host, who puts it onto the trusty left boot, but unable to beat the first touch goalkeeper.
A lovely turn as well there. To obviously try and allow her space to be on that left boot and take that shot. Unfortunately, just going a touch wide and hitting the side net there. Got to play it down from first touch as the medics will run on to give her some medical attention. And just a bit of a knock from marking the likes of Nabila Khalant there, the number 11.
Medics have been busy today. Found their way onto the park a couple of times today. We haven't seen any really bad injuries. It looks like Jessica Williams might well find herself completing out this game. Of course, Coach Ahmed Parker doesn't want to waste a substitute on the goalkeeper. Of course, just the 5 substitutions in the game as first touch. Trying to go forward. Looking to put a couple of passes together, and this is looking good at the moment from the Limpopo ladies. And now they win themselves a free kick in a delicious position.
Yeah, absolutely. I think also in that midfield area, just drawing some of the players onto them and finding the space, just that touch, give and go, working really nicely for the visiting side. They find themselves in a really nice position, like you said, to obviously try and bring this game to level terms. I've got a 2-man wall to the home side. Seems like it'll be a big one.
Plenty of numbers inside the box. They look for the far post. Can they find a head? It's come off the UCT player in the air at the moment. And a free kick awarded out. And the medics will have a little bit more to do in this game. Goodness, the medics are rapid. I think some head contact there. There's the thumbs up from the skipper, Robin Kutsia, though. It's a party in the background here, Taban.
Yeah, absolutely. I think The boys down in Cape Town came to support the ladies, and you can hear those subwoofers just blasting a bit of sound through our mics. But nonetheless, a beautiful atmosphere. Weather's stunning in Cape Town this afternoon. Beautiful Saturday. As Cape Town currently just extend their lead and get 3 points onto the log of the Hollywoodbets Super League, proudly brought to you by the South African Football Association, our governing body for the football in our country.
Well, looks like a substitution will have to be made there. It's the UCT defender that makes her way off. Will try and get confirmation. It might be Genevieve Jafta, the right back. As a substitution is indeed made, and Jessica Williams pumps one upfield. It makes its way straight back. As a side from Limpopo, just looking for their equalizer, looking to get themselves back in the game at the moment. They're finding it a little bit difficult. It's a lovely turn, good clearance into the middle of the park. Dealt with. Plenty of space out onto the right-hand side. Can they utilize it? But once again, just so good in defense is Ismail on this left-hand side.
Yeah, she's been quite really brilliant in terms of reading the balls that a first touch want to send in behind her. Reading those like a nursery book.
Trying to go forward now is UCT. This game still moving at 100 miles an hour as threaded in behind the defense. A little bit of an area. And it's been forced out there for a throw-in, for a corner rather. And now UCT have a good opportunity to try and bury this game.
Yeah, we saw there again persistent play from the home side, just pressing onto their players and marking all possible threats on the ball and making sure that they get themselves a crucial opportunity.
Definitely going out to that far post. You can see the 4 players all lined up at the back. It's whipped into that far post, gets high, shot on target. It's cleared away there from the first touch ladies. And once again absorbing a world of pressure as Mube goes backwards. And lovely work there. The corners have been really good here from UCT. Getting it up and over the goalkeeper, giving the goalkeeper no opportunity to come out and get the ball. And just creating some real problems here at the set piece.
That's exactly what they'll need to keep doing going forward. Linesman says that one did definitely go out.
Nice short throw in there from Jazzy. Gets it into the middle of the park, looking to find the skipper, Fisher. Putting together a couple of passes here, but UCT managing to turn it over, double turnover in the middle of the park, and tries the shot. Looked like a shot at least, ended up finding its way to Jeanette Fisher, who just can't get it out from underneath her legs.
Yeah, Fisher, we spoke about penalty in the first half.
And she'll be looking to make up for that mistake and ball into a dangerous position. But unfortunately, the free kick will go against the ladies from Limpopo, all the way from the Polokwane region. A club that was founded in 2018 now finds themselves at the top level of women's football. In the middle of the park once again. Ousted there by Robin Kutsia, the skipper. They've been cool, calm and collected at the back, have UCT.
Absolutely, they're obviously showing that dominance. I think there'll be another substitution here. As a referee has stopped play.
Indeed, as we get things back underway, you can see the UCT ladies warming up on the background there. So some game changers looking to make their way onto the park. That's a lovely ball into a really dangerous position. And the goalkeeper absolutely safe as houses. Clears her lines. Only manages to find the head of Warner.
Oh, just a little nudge on the back there. It forces the turnover.
Kutsia with a trusty left boot. Nice short pass in acres of space. Mube. Lovely touch. Starting to put together a little bit of football here on the first touch, ladies. But a little bit too heavy as Fisher gets it in behind the defense. And really unfortunate there. That was the opportunity that they were looking for. 15 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, Fisher seeing the space there. I think she would have liked to be the one receiving it behind the UCT defense. We know she's got a deadly strike on her. She's been a first touch top goal scorer thus far. Looks like the referee will go to his pocket here, Manny.
It's a yellow card awarded. I'm not sure if that was awarded to Jessica Williams or Yannicka Andrews. But nonetheless, a yellow card awarded to the UCT ladies. I think it might have been Yannicka Andrews in defense. As UCT looking to go forward once again. They've got numbers up. Can they get past the numbers of the ladies from Polokwane? Good tackle. Space now in the middle of the park. Now they can really get in behind. Warner trying to take the defense on herself. She had the opportunity to get it out to Nabila Khalant, deciding against it. Lovely turn, the crowd appreciate it. Rampaging down that left-hand side. Brilliant work. It might be Khomolemo Tebe, who we've seen her do it all game long.
She certainly has got the flair and the skill, is Khomolemo. Couple of tired bodies out there, Manny.
Yeah, indeed. Plenty of tired bodies. 8 substitutions on the bench. Well, 7 substitutions rather. 6 with a goalkeeper, of course. The shouts of man on from the crowd are roaring from this near side. "13 minutes left in this game. 1 goal is all that separates them. As it stands, 7 points are clear are UCT. But it can all change in the next couple of minutes. As we mentioned a little bit earlier, both of these sides averaging 1 goal a game. So this is about right at the moment for these two sides. Top goal scorer for first touch with just the 5 goals in the season so far. Looking to make it 6 as they get it up to Ngube. But a lovely save there from Jessica Williams. It's a good passage of play there from first touch. But UCT up to the task.
Yeah, absolutely. Great body shielding of the ball there from Jeanette Fisher to obviously release Ngube into that space. Ngube connected that one slightly better than the first couple of opportunities, but Williams certainly up to the task on that near post.
Yeah, made herself big to Jessica Williams, covered that near post, made sure that Nonhlanhla Ngube had absolutely no opportunity there and just made the goalpost as small as possible. But a good passage of play. Jeanette Fisher just holding that one up, releasing Nonhlanhla Ngube. But unfortunately, the wily number 7 just didn't have the boot to get it past the goalkeeper. As now talking about another captain, Robin Kutsia threads that one through. Lovely back heel. And a free kick awarded. It might be Serenity Warner on this near side with a lovely low pass back inside to find her left back in Ismail. Plays with such swagger as the number 20. Lovely little pass on the back heel. Ismail's got a really good left boot. She might be looking to wing this one into the box. You can see.
You can see the setup there, like you're about to mention, Manny, coming far deep on that far post.
Out there, and goalkeeper takes it on the second opportunity. They decided to go for the in-swinger this time round. Warner can't quite get to it. A couple of mistakes now as Fisher, the skipper, trying to get go forward, finds Ngube. Lovely interplay here between the two forwards, and Fisher now has an opportunity to go to the far post, but brought down nicely. It's not over till it's over in this game. 10 minutes left, and first touch looking like the better of the two sides.
Yeah, absolutely. A lovely passage of play there from Ngube and Fisher. Just that 1-2. I think Fisher maybe needs to drop a little bit into that sort of attacking midfielder position. We know that she's a striker, but she's been so instrumental in regaining possession in that midfield area and creating chances for the likes of Ngube and Tebe.
Yeah, and she's really released those two wingers. She drops back, tries to fetch the ball in a good position, and she's got such good distribution, does the skipper. But of course, she will want to find herself onto the scoreboard. It's a tricky situation for her. She wants to score goals, but she's so good at releasing forwards into those positions, in behind the defensive line. Of course, nothing stopping her from doing both in this game. As you see, lined up on the top of the box. The first touch ladies looking to apply some pressure. Now that's a lovely ball into the box. And who's that come off? It will be a corner. And a really tricky situation. And now for UCT rather, trying to defend their lines. Committing 6-7 players into the box here, first touch. All on the far post. Can they equalize? 9 minutes left, 8 minutes left in this game. Decides to go to the near post. They're not done yet, our first touch. Lovely delivery. Finds a head, and Jessica Williams will deal with that one amply.
First touch have certainly got the upper hand in this second half, Manny, don't they? They've come out guns blazing. They've had chances created on the end. Just unfortunate that I haven't been to convert yet. Talking about that.
Numbers, and that mistake on the left-hand side might just cost them. They had a numbers advantage. They had 4 players going forward, 3 of them occupying that left-hand space. And of course, they're ever so dangerous. Jeanette Fisher was in a good position. But unfortunately, mistakes like that in crucial positions are what really let a team down. Of course, this side only 8 years into their existence, 7 years into their existence. So plenty to take out here for the ladies from Polokwane.
Williams looking to set up that long ball again. Got that boot that just gets him over the halfway line. It's flicked on.
Lovely strength. Once again, just not bringing that one under control, and more than happy to use their heads of these ladies. As kept in field really cleverly. Good volley. Up to a first touch lady, and finds it in a little bit of space now. They've got an opportunity to go forward. just trying to put some passes together. Fisher tries to receive the ball in a deeper position. She really is doing everything she can for her side at the moment to try and find that equalizer and try and get themselves yet another draw in this game. And they might find themselves in trouble. It looks like Tabana that time round, who gets herself a yellow card. Possibly a little bit unnecessary, the centre-back. She now has to tread on eggshells for the rest of this game. Big tackle in the middle of the park earns her a yellow card.
Yeah, I think a bit unnecessary. Didn't have to do that. But I think the UCT ladies were coming out guns blazing out of that defensive effort. Moving the ball really nicely. Just a couple of two touches between the likes of Galant as well as Jacobs.
Into the box, up it goes, fighting for it at the moment. Galant makes herself big, but unfortunately doesn't quite manage to win that one. It will be possession back to the first touch ladies. Trying to challenge for it into the air, but UCT doing better to bring that one down to ground. Lovely touch, but just doesn't manage to keep that one in field.
Yeah, she wanted to flick that one on off the side of her boot. If you are just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, the score is 1-0 to the home side in this brilliant encounter between the University of Cape Town and the First Touch ladies from up north in the Polokwane region.
Deciding to play that one back. Problems here. Just a little bit of miscommunication, and UCT now with players on the far post. Goal-saving tackle at the back there. The UCT attacker had really lined that one up, and a mistake at the back there might have led to the end of this game. But First Touch still in it, trailing by 1 goal at the moment. As UCT still trying to go forward once again. Galant gets it up for Ismail. Ismail still on the ball. She's got a ruthless left boot, and they'll take the corner kick.
Yeah, we saw the likes of Ismail. She's been quite instrumental defensively as a left back, but she now finds herself connecting with the likes of Galant up there. Now they've earned themselves another corner. We've seen how they love the far post. You can see that deep setup.
Up it goes onto the far post, gets really high, and a brilliant opportunity there for UCT. Just missing out on that one. That's a fantastic header there. I think it's the skipper, Robin Kutsia, who gets above all of the defenders, but unfortunately doesn't manage to keep that one underneath the goalpost.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do think that goalkeeper Getty there was beaten on that occasion, Manny. It just goes narrowly wide, but a brilliant effort nonetheless.
Brilliant effort indeed there from the skipper, who you can see back on the ball, puts it onto that left boot, apologizes for her clearance, but it's managed to find Nabila Galant. And once again, another free kick here. And can they get this one into a really dangerous position? Jessica Williams, 4 clean sheets in this tournament, 21 games. She's been really good for her side. She'll be looking to add to that tally and make it a 5th clean sheet in the 22nd game. And on,
it's a great block tackle from that wall.
1.5 minutes left to go here, and you can see UCT more than happy. Yannicka Andrews there, more than happy just to slow it down as Bashira Ismail throws it upfield. In the air it goes. Handball is the shout from the side. The referee having absolutely none of it. But they will get themselves a free kick and an opportunity to not only slow this game right down, but to try put this game away and claim that additional 3 points.
It's dawning onto the visiting side now that the clock is ticking away. Be a long flight up to Polokwane.
Yeah, indeed. Cape Town to Polokwane, they would have to stop off in Joburg and then shoot off to Polokwane as that one into a dangerous area, but it will be dealt with there from the goalkeeper, who decides to take it nice and quickly, trying to get it up to those forwards who have looked so dangerous today, but just haven't managed to put the ball into the back of the net. And an incidental handball is the call from the referee.
Yeah, I see a little bit of naughty play there on the ball just after the whistle is gone. From the centre-back, Jafta, I believe it was.
Into the box it goes. Dangerous position. A little bit loose, but they'll only come away with a goal kick. Jessica Williams once again with another opportunity to maintain that clean sheet.
You can see the skipper there, old Kutia, just coming off the ground. I think she was taken down on that particular occasion. It's that first touch letting her down there.
Just trying to get in behind here. Alia Jacobs, top goal scorer for UCT in this competition. She's managed to get herself 6 goals in 21 games. Just the 1 penalty, 5 of those goals from open play. And she'll be hoping to add on to her tally here today. And try and secure those 3 points for her side as we enter the final minutes of this game. 90 minutes of normal play have gone past. As first touch, look for their skipper, trying to find Jeanette Fisher. And I wonder if that penalty is coming round to haunt the ladies from Limpopo a little bit.
Yeah, most certainly. I think they score that one. It changes the situation of the game. And obviously now UCT have got to come back from behind. And that could have possibly been a bigger task to execute, as we know that last goal in that first half, in the last dying seconds of the 45 minutes, that ball rolled over, and goalkeeper Maliba couldn't quite find that one.
Just trying to go forward. Other notable goal scorers, Galant has managed to get herself 2 goals from open play in the last 19 games. Tora Host as well, sharing in on the spoils. 2 goals for her side. And they'll be looking to add to their tally. It's not over till it's over, as Fisher tries to beat a couple of defenders, decides to release it into the far post. That's a really dangerous ball. But Jessica Williams makes herself big on the far post and holds on to that one for dear life.
That's a brilliant take there by Williams. She left that one. There were a couple of players on that far post.
Lovely ball. Not the greatest of touches. Allows the goalkeeper to get onto the end of it. And once again, trying to take it quickly. Free kick awarded now to First Touch. Is there some drama in this game? Can they get it into the box? Numbers up here for First Touch. It looks like about 8 players in the box in yellow. Just creating chaos. Jessica Williams, who's looking for her 5th clean sheet of this tournament. Up it goes. Back out of the box. They try to hit it back in. It's chaos, but in possession with First Touch. And UCT do really well there. And they manage to keep that one out. It's 1-0 here to the side, who find themselves in the 10th position. And Sabang, final thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I can see the ladies from Limpopo a bit disappointed in their effort. A lot of bodies now falling down to the ground, and what I thought in the last particular 20 minutes was a great effort from the visiting side. Great chances created. The likes of Janet Fisher, she'll be obviously disappointed with missing that penalty or just coming off the crossbar. And a lovely execution and lovely goal from the home side that obviously slowly went past the likes of Mulibana. But brilliant outfit from the home side and keeping things really well intact from a defensive point of view.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure here at the Hollywoodbets Super League, right here at the KOPANO AstroTurf. UCT managed to take the game 1-0. It's been an absolute pleasure, and see you next time round right here on SAFA TV.